Hey everyone, I figured it's only appropriate for me to share this. So before I upload some other videos, or I may even go and mix them in with this video, what I'm going to do is just go over what this thing is and some of the parts on it, and then after that I will I'll probably mix in some video of me applying part of this wrap, and even when I had just got it finished last night. But first of all, I want to go over it and explain what all this is, mainly because if I just upload those videos here to YouTube, it won't make any sense, because in the beginning of those videos, it's like I'm talking to somebody in particular or this or that, and the reason for that is those videos were originally made for Facebook and groups that I'm in on Facebook, and I wouldn't say people that know me, but people that have been around these things before and know what they are. Alright, so let's go over this real quick. So what this is a rovan Baja 5B. It's a 30.5 cc gasoline and oil mix engine. It's kind of like what you would find in a chainsaw, but I think they're way higher revving and have much more performance potential than a chainsaw or a weed eater ever will. So there is some differences, but there's also some similarities. But that's the basic idea of what this is. Now, this did not start off looking like this. If I remember to, I'll edit in a picture of what it started out as, and what it's become now is what I'm doing the video on. Now, don't worry, there still are other upgrades I'm doing, and I will film me doing those upgrades. I've been in love with this hobby for 14, 15 years now, and I think it's about time that I start sharing my love of it, because this is something I never get tired of doing. I never get tired of buying these things and wrenching on them, working on them, running them. You know, it's just a great hobby to be in. You learn a lot of things about mechanics, which I've always loved, things like that. So, I'm going to go over some of the upgrade parts I already have on this. So, by this point in the video, hopefully you've already seen what it started out as. I'm going to go over what all I have on it, if I remember. So, let's start with the most obvious thing first. This is a Kraken RC TSK-B cage. It's a modular cage system. It comes with quite thick, actually, Lexan or polycarbonate, I'm not sure, body panels. And what you see on it here is a wrap. So a TSK-B cage, and instead of painting it, I went with a wrap from a company called Darkside Studios. Here's their logo right here. Sorry if you can't see it because the screw in the way. Let's go here instead. There we go. So there's Darkside Studios produced this wrap, and I bought it. And you can buy this same exact wrap that comes in multiple different flag designs, and you put it on like a big sticker. But honestly, in terms of laying this on a body, according to what I was told by people who have seen it, when you're installing these, it's actually almost like laying window tint. This stuff, when you get it on, it sticks so hard that if you make a mistake, you can't get it back off. It does not come off. As a matter of fact, if I ever wanted to change the way this looked, I would have to buy all new Lexan body panels and recut them and re-drill them for mounting locations. It is a very, very tacky substance, this wrap. They are very very sticky. So I'll edit in the videos of me doing that, but first of all, let's go over some more parts. So Kraken TSK-B cage, Darkside Studios, or Darkside Studios or Designs? Studios. DarksideStudios.com is where they are. That's what that is. Now, going more to the outside, I still am running these stock rovan wheels, or rims, whatever you want to call them, but I've switched to DDM bite lock rings, front and rear, inside and out. These are Mad Max There you go. Mad Max Big Diggers in the rear. The same thing up front, the DDM Bite Lock rings, but these right here are Hostile MX Nightmares. You can see there, Nightmare MX or MX Nightmare in the front. So that's my wheel and tire and bead locks. For the shock protection, on the inside I am still using the stock shock boots, but I've put on a set of, whoops, sorry about that. We have a wind chime hanging from my light in here. On the shocks, we are using Full Force RC black and red. These are the lightning style shock socks or shock protectors, whatever you want to call them. So some other things I am running engine wise, still all stock except for the addition of a shred stack angled filter, so that it angles the filter, makes it a little easier to work on. Of course, now that I got this cage on, it has to be taken off before I do anything. I'm running full outerwears, so outerwear pull start filter. You can see a little bit down here, an outerwear crankcase filter. They didn't have red, so I went with purple. And an outerwear's air filter cover. Okay. I am running a Killer RC, Killer B kill switch. If you're ever running these 5th scales, this, or even nitro for that matter, anytime, always run a kill switch, guys. This is a $60 switch. And as long as everything goes to plan, it is one of the best investments that you can ever make for one of these trucks. And I'm not joking. These things weigh anywhere from this one, which I think is like 20-something pounds, to the big low-C trucks, which can weigh upwards, depending on what all you have on them, if you got a lot of aluminum. I mean, these trucks can weigh 35, 40 pounds and travel at upwards of 40 miles an hour. If this thing gets away from you, if the battery goes dead, it runs away, you can break somebody's legs. You can break somebody's ankles. If you take it off of a jump, if it catches air and you hit somebody in the head with one, you can break somebody's neck and kill them. They can be dangerous if not properly handled. So a kill switch is one of the essential upgrades to do with these trucks, in my personal opinion. I would like to see the manufacturer of these trucks put kill switches in them from the factory. Now, these Rovans do come stock with a failsafe. If it goes out of range or the controller shuts off, it will apply brakes. But these Killer B kill switches are another level. They will kill the actual engine. They'll shut it down. They will cut spark to your spark plug and shut down your engine if anything goes wrong. If your batteries in your controller go dead, if the battery on the truck goes dead, if you run out of range, if there's a radio glitch or you get interference somehow, if you trip and fall while walking after one of these things and knock the batteries out of the remote, it'll kill the engine because it loses contact with the controller. And to top it all off, if you have a 3-channel remote, you can even kill this thing from the controller. You can shut it off from the controller, which is really nice because a failsafe is not smart enough to know if a servo burns out. If you have one of these at full throttle and this servo fries or stops or comes disconnected or anything, it will not return to sender. It will stay stuck just like that, and that's full throttle. So being able to kill it from the remote is a big plus, just in case something happens. All right, so always invest in a kill switch, guys. It's one of the most important upgrades you can do. Now, some of y'all may have realized I don't have a pipe on this truck. I am searching for a pipe that works with this cage. I bought a VRC side pipe, but without modification to either the cage bracket in here or the pipe, it will not fit. So I am going to try and return it and see if I can't get an ollie mat. It's a little more expensive. Have to wait a little bit longer. It's a 2-week, 1 to 2 weeks. They're made in Australia. They're made to order. It takes a while. So let's get into some other upgrades I have. I have a Turtle Racing top plate. A Turtle Racing, see, in my opinion, these are your shock towers. This is a brace. But people call these shock towers as well. So, and I don't have the packaging, so I can't remember what it is. So I'm just going to call it a Turtle Racing shock mount and top brace. That's what that is to me. I have one up here as well, but it's a little harder to see because it's under the body. There you go. See it right there? The aluminum here on top. So Turtle Racing front shock tower or shock brace, whatever you want to call it. I also have, down a little lower, a Turtle Racing front Y plate installed. Have Fat Dad engine braces here across the tank, and you can't really see it back there too well, but right here as well. And then on the back here, I have an RC Max rear engine brace. So let me think for a minute, go over everything, figure out if that's all the upgrades I have on this truck so far. So TSKB cage, vinyl wrap, DDM bite lock rings, big diggers, MX Nightmare, full force RC shock covers or shock socks, outerwear, and outerwear, Turtle Racing top plate, Turtle Racing rear shock tower, Turtle Racing front shock tower, Turtle Racing front Y plate, Fat Dad engine bracing, Killer Bee kill switch. Guys, I think that's all I've got on this. Yeah, I am pretty sure that's the extent of my upgrades on this truck. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's all I've got. If I'm missing anything, I don't remember it at the moment. And, yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that's it. So, I'm going to go ahead and edit in the video of me doing my very first wrap. It's only one panel. I think it was the left-hand side panel over here. I'm also going to edit in the video of me unwrapping the vinyl sheet that came with all of this. I'm not going to go over prices here because, quite honestly, I don't remember them all. But I do know that the bone stock Rovan Baja 5B 30.5 yellow little buggy that this thing started out with is $450 brand new. Now, that might sound like a lot for some of y'all till you realize the official HPI Baja that this is based off of is about $1,100. So, yeah. These aren't cheap, and it's not a cheap hobby. It's a fun hobby, and it's a great hobby to be in. And it's nice to have friends to run these things with, which I don't. But it is not a cheap hobby. So if you don't have the money, or if you don't want to spend long periods of time collecting money to buy one or two parts at a time, I would advise stick to something smaller like 10th scale. This is not cheap. I mean, the cage alone, I will go ahead and go into price. The cage alone, no paint, body panels not pre-cut, not pre-drilled, no wrap, just clear panels, and the cage is $300 alone. All right, so it's not a cheap hobby, but it's a fun hobby. It's very, very worth it. It teaches you a lot of things, mainly patience. Trust me. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and edit in those videos of me undoing that wrap and applying it for the first time to I don't remember. It was either the right or the left-hand side side panel here. So yeah, I'll leave y'all off with at the end of the video. Hopefully, I can leave y'all off. It's first thing in the morning right now, so it's still a little dreary and dark out. But hopefully, while I'm waiting on this, after I edit all the other videos in, I can kind of exit out and then go out, take this outside, and just take some shots of it in the natural light. Because here under an actual light bulb, it doesn't do it any justice. So, yeah. Anyways, I've babbled on enough. From this point out, I will do my best to video the upgrades I do to this truck. And, yeah. I'm going to show y'all the wrap unboxing and me applying it to one of these side panels. Thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciated. saying that now because I don't think I said it in the other videos. Again, they were meant for Facebook, not YouTube. So thank you guys. I'll see y'all next time. Check it out. This is that wrap that I ordered. Check this out, man. So when they said high quality, they weren't kidding, guys. This thing is, I mean, you can get, well, the camera doesn't show it too well, but you can get literally right up on it, and there is, like, there's no, I don't know how to explain it, but some stickers that you buy. I've sticker bombed things before. And sometimes you buy these sticker kits off of Amazon or eBay or wherever, and you get edges on them that are just not right, or sometimes the sticker itself is real low quality, like a grainy photo, and it doesn't look too good. But this, guys, this is insane. Like, you get right up on it. There's so much detail. The colors are nice and dark where they need to be, and nice and bright where they need to be. Here are the guys I bought it from right here. Be easier to see it here. It's from Dark Side Studios. So I'll depending on how it holds up and all that good stuff, I'll probably be going with these guys again if I ever do another wrap, because this is, I mean, look at the roof with the stars, just nice, and man, I would say perfect. Damn. That is awesome. Yeah, I got that damn wasp flying around in here again. The teeth. Nice sharp edges. Like I said, it's not like some stickers you buy where you have a grainy photograph. Look, you see all of the, I'm not sure, maybe netting or something, just the design there. Yeah, nice and sharp, very detailed. See if I can zoom in, probably make it a little grainier, but if I can hold it still for you. Yeah, it makes it a bit grainy. But again, excellent print. Alright guys, so I'm going to try and do this on camera just for this one here, because this stuff is, it is very time consuming, and you have to kind of take it very slow and be as perfect as you can possibly be with it. And that is not something I'm good at, but I'm going to attempt to put this, what would this be, left hand body panel vinyl wrap on here. This will be the largest one I've done other than the hood, so and yes, believe it or not, in the instructions, soap and water, and you spray the sticky side. The first three things, when I did that, I didn't do that. And this could probably use a bit of water. You're supposed to be able to put it on and float it into place and then squeegee the water out from under it. And it sticks, believe it or not. And I had never ever heard of anything even remotely like that. It was a pretty big surprise to me to hear something like that mentioned for wraps. And again, even as much water as I just put on it, it's still trying to stick as soon as it touches. So this is not professional. I would not be interested in being paid to do this for other people. Not at this point, because I am not good enough at it yet to be confident in my work. So, oh man, you want to talk about nerve-wracking? Just absolutely terrifying doing this, Because this stuff, like people told me, when they stick, they're stuck. And I was like, I've put on stickers before. They can't be that, you know, terrible. No, this shit's like super glue. When it goes, it goes. And there is no getting it unstuck. So there's a crease right here in the body that I'm going to have to find, and that I should have been paying attention to when I laid this down, but I forgot all about it because I was talking to y'all. So when you heat these vinyls up, they'll actually stretch around corners and curves and wherever else you need to put them. So that's nice. They become almost rubber when you heat them up. You can bend them around curves and through little things here and there and this and that, and it becomes really nice to work with them. Sorry about the noise in the background. My little brother is playing his game in his room, and I think he's got his door open. So, man, this is. So you could probably see them. There's some bubbles. I didn't get it perfect, but I have no problems cutting a little tiny spot out and then smoothing out the bubbles. This is my first time ever doing something like this. In all honesty, I've never even... I watched one video from Dark Side Studios on YouTube, you know, the people who sell this wrap. And I just kind of thumbed through it to get the basic idea of it. And so, never really watched videos on this. Never done it. Never watched it done in person, you know, none of that. So this is very much my first time ever attempting this type of stuff, and it's very pleasing when you get it right, but at the same time it's terrifying because people were right. Once this shit sticks, it is on for good, and it does not like to come off. Put it into perspective for you. I'm sweating right now. Squeeze that water out of there. Nice. Now I'm going to take a razor knife and come. There's a bit of overlap right here where it hangs off the edge of the body panel. Bring a razor knife in and just kind of trim that out. But hot damn, I think I did this one. Again, there's some bubbles here and there and some places where it's a little, yeah, you see right here, there's a big bubble there. I'm just going to kind of take my finger. You could hear it squeeze out. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, cool. There's a little place down there. It's still a bit tight. Not fitting perfectly. There we go. And get it to contour through there the way it should. Alright, so I have a couple of little bubbles on the backside to work out, but that body panel is now covered with a wrap. It is almost done. I got a couple, like I said, I got a couple of little bubbles that need to be worked out. Still got some water under them and probably a little bit of air, but there we go. I tell you what, that is satisfying, but so nerve-wracking, man. Thanks for watching.